Welcome back, everybody, to more of the Alexyss K. Tylor Vagina Power Show. I appreciate everybody that was able to come back. I know y'all got busy schedules and a lot of other important things to do and listen to, so I really, really appreciate you listening to the show, and I know that everybody that didn't get a chance to come back with us now will be able to download it and listen to it later. This was just on my mind. It's been on my mind for a while, but I really wasn't sure if the people were ready for it, if the ladies were ready for it. I didn't know how anybody would take it, and now I see that everything I bring to you all ready for that and then some. And you definitely want the information, and most of you already know about this or have similar ideas or have some teaching that's similar to it and have started to practice it in your own way. Hey, Miss Loso, Oracle, Wood Grain, Songstress, Ghetto, Devotion, Ill Black. God, let me say something. Victim of Racism. Thank you for coming back with us today. The Guest, Tahuti, Ra, Princess, Ebony, Kikamo, hey, Free Spirit, Lady L, Guest, Tantric, For Lady L, Miss Thra, Dollface, Red King, Miss Loso, Aaron, I think I mentioned everybody, Keyring, and the Guest. I don't know. Hey, Happy New Year to you, too, Ill Black. For all the people, thank you, Victim of Racism. That's cute. I want to go into the subject and basically, you know, anybody that is easily offended or sensitive, they don't need to be in here today because I'm not going to take no prisoners today. I'm not holding any punches. And, I know you read his songstress. You got your drink. You got your crown. Aaron said let loose. Okay. I wanted to talk about songstress. Can you watch the room for me? Let me know if you got the room for me because, you know, I don't always be at the computer. So I don't, want people coming in here just to put their links in there and to promote themselves. Okay, good. When I thought about that, I wanted to talk about, and I see they changed the title on my show. I guess nigga dick and gay nigga dick offended some people at Blog Talk, so they had changed my title on my show. So I had to go back and, revamp the title to the show because I wanted people to be able to identify and recognize the show because a lot of black women are having a problem with nigga dicks because we are laying up with these black men, fucking these men in the raw, and even fucking these men with condoms, and we're not fucking them right, we're fucking them wrong. We're fucking them out of order because we don't know who we are and we don't know who they are. And we think that we're right when we have a sexual relationship with them because we're both considered black or niggas or of the same race. But what I'm trying to tell you is that many of the men that don't know who they are, don't know about their Moorish heritage, don't know about their Comedian ancestors, don't realize that we are divine beings that are temporarily suspended in the third dimensional realm that are encased in flesh tissue. They don't know who they are. They're not moving from this premise to ejaculate and to transfer blood and sperm and tissue and other beings into your womb. They're not moving from this premise. They're moving from a very low animalistic premise. These scientists try to teach us that we came from apes, gorillas, monkeys, and we're very close to gorillas and monkeys, and that's a lie. I didn't come from no gorilla and no monkey. Maybe it's a group of people that came from them, but it wasn't me and it wasn't us. So because many of us have accepted that premise and through slavery and through miseducation, a nigger and a black person or a colored person, a Negro, has been created. And this nigger man is what I'm talking about that's giving us nigger dick, is the one that we should avoid at any and all costs. This is not the one we should be laying with, playing with, sucking, fucking, and co-creating with because they are only co-creating more destruction and dysfunction in the womb of the melanated woman, the so-called nigger woman, the so-called black woman. But many of us, because we see ourselves as niggers, we have already started to play on this low ground with them. We on a low arena busting nuts with them and sucking dicks with them because we think that this is our man and this is what we are supposed to do, letting them ejaculate on our face, ejaculate on your breast, ejaculate on your ass. And we're told, doing threesomes, gangbangs, bisexual type of group sex acts together. We are told that this is what we're supposed to do. This is how you have sex, but that's what niggas do. And it's not a divine practice, not now, because there were at times when our ancestors did group sex, and you can find it in all cultures, and we were a part of all cultures, although they don't want to let you know that. But even when you look at the Kama Sutra, and when you see the so-called Indians in the books and drawings in the books with the king having 3 or 4, 5, 6 women at one time, he got one of his toes in a woman's vagina, another one, he got his dick in her mouth, he got a finger in another one's vagina, one might have her pussy in his mouth, but really it was just like an electrical plugs and sockets. They were really transferring and bringing into energy, giving and receiving energy, and it was a spiritual sex ritual. It was a practice to raise the kundalini energy up, to bring about a higher purpose, or to open up the third eye, to elevate the consciousness of the people. It was not just for lower sexual practices. But because that knowledge has been deliberately hidden from us and kept away from us, and we don't know who we are, we think that we are operating on a high level of this is what you do, get into the feeling, do what you feel. There are no consequences. There are no judgments. You just do this and have fun. We've been repressed. We've been told what we should and shouldn't do. So now we ain't answering to nobody. We just going to do what we feel, and because if we feel good, it has to be the right thing. And what I'm trying to get black women to see is that this has been our downfall. This has been the ultimate way to destroy the black womb. This has been the ultimate way to destroy the melanated womb, because we have a lot of people, and we've always talked about this light-skin, dark-skin issue, but I really don't think that we talk about this enough and we address this in a way that it needs to be addressed, because it ties into sexuality, who you lay down with. Now, I know for a fact, because I've talked to a lot of these black men, and I deal with people in entertainment all the time, and I talk to a lot of black men that know black men in entertainment, and basically we see it in the videos, so I'm not saying something to you that a lot of you haven't seen. When you look at the videos, you're not going to see anybody that look like Kunta Kinte, and you're not going to see Kunta Kinte's sister in the video. You're not going to see India Arie in very many videos. If you see somebody that looks like that, she is not going to be the majority. She's going to be the minority, and she's not going to have the leading role. And a lot of the times, these videos, who's in them is not decided by white men. It's decided by black men. And this is a practice that not is just for the video where they consider to make it more marketable or for commercial reasons or to get people to watch the video and based on a beauty standard. Outside of a lot of these rappers and musicians' business life, in their personal life, that's usually the kind of woman they're dating too. The video girl, big titties, fake titties, big booty, or light skin, or the Latino or the white girl. Anything other than a Kunta Kinte looking woman. And that's a sign of somebody with a nigger dick, because he is in a love-hate relationship with himself. And our society that we're in, and during slavery, this was instituted, and the Willie Lynch principles were instituted. So that's one level that we really need to seriously look at, because I have a lot of girls sending me emails, and then basically in everyday life, all of us talk about this. There are a lot of black women that hate themselves so much because that black man with the nigger dick will not acknowledge her as beautiful and divine. He is not in love with the goddess image that he sees when he looks at her. So she is so devastated by him, her own king or her own god that is supposed to consecrate her because he comes from the same bloodline, the same group. He will not acknowledge her. So she will try to do all kinds of things to change herself, to alter herself, wishing she could get his approval, wishing that he can christen her as his queen. So if he doesn't do that, many times she walks around with a lot of self-hatred in her, or that type of man, although he knows he's never going to marry her and he doesn't want to have children with her, he will still lay with her.